Good morning. Today is Monday, February 6th. Welcome to Village in Motion. My name is Susan Gerhardt, and today I welcome Corey Young from Dining Services. Good morning. Happy Monday, Corey.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Tell us what we're going to talk about today.
Well, we have a lot of exciting things coming in dining for the month of February. First and foremost, if you don't know already, the Dining Services administrative offices have moved. We have been housed over in the town center for probably the last, I guess, 17, 18 years, and we've now moved over to Village Square in the old Resident Life office suite. So we're pretty much completely moved over. Michael and myself are the last ones who are kind of still over in the town center, but by the end of this week we should be fully transitioned over to Village Square.
So for folks who don't know where you're going now, you're in Village Square, and you're pretty much across from the store.
Yes.
That's there around the corner from the Woodland Skies restaurant. So if you're looking for the Dining Services office, some of you are still kind of in the midst of moving.
Yes.
But you're getting there.
Most of us are there. Phyllis is there. Phyllis has moved in completely. Our director, Ty, has moved in completely. Our catering manager, Patrick, has moved in completely. Amy, his assistant, has moved in completely. It's really just myself and Chef Michael who need to get our computers moved over. So we're kind of still working out of the old office until that happens sometime
So someone
this week.
has moved your computers.
Right. We don't want to mess with that and mess it up. So we let IT handle that.
So the reason for this move wasn't your idea?
No, it wasn't our idea. They're going to be going through repositioning over the course of this year. I know there's going to be a lot of movement around different offices that have been in the same place for say a decade or so are going to be moved around eventually. We're just one in many in the big giant puzzle of who's going to be kind of moved around and repositioned.
For those of you who are as confused as I am about this word repositioning, when I hear repositioning, I think we're going to take something and reposition it from here to here. But as I understand it, the word repositioning means that they're going to be kind of redesigning the entire town center building. Is that correct?
That's correct. They're going to redesign.
Updating it.
Update it, redesign it, add new features to it. They go through a life cycle. I know each community building has a life cycle of when it gets repositioned and redesigned.
So kind of updating, upgrading, and the whole building. So there will be a lot of changes there.
Yes, there will be.
So not only your office will be moved, but the finance people will be moving, the administrative people will be moving.
Correct, and that's not an immediate change. That will be, I think, I've heard that they want to start it maybe at the end of this year, but we're the first ones really to begin in this repositioning movement.
You're the leaders.
We're the leaders. We got moved first, but as far as when the actual redesign of town center will be, I know that's sometimes late, I think, in this year.
Okay.
Before that actually starts happening and people start moving around.
So things will just be happening over a period of time.
Right, and there'll definitely be communication pieces out, I know, from the exec team and from our executive director of when those changes will start to happen, when you'll see movement around like that.
Okay, good. Well, we'll look for you at a new location. So if you go to the Dining Services office and no one is there, you'll know that where to find them over here in Village Square.
That's correct. We'll be there.
Okay, good. What else is happening in Dining Services?
So we have a lot of great, exciting events coming up in February. First, on the 8th, we have our resident monthly birthday celebration. What that is we get a special cake from Clements, which is one of our bakery suppliers, and we'll have any resident that celebrates their birthday in the month of February has a complimentary piece of special cake that will be out in each of the dining rooms. We have on Friday, February the 10th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is going to be located in the Town Center Cards Room. We're going to have a pop-up jewelry store and a pop-up chocolate store selling different types of jewelry, different types of chocolates and candies for Valentine's Day.
For those of you who aren't aware, what Corey and I are looking at here is a calendar, a monthly calendar of all the Dining Services events, and this is pretty new. This has been out for a few months now, I think since November, where Dining Services is listing for us all of their events, and these are available in each dining room and the cafe also, so you can check and know exactly what's available and all the events that are coming up. this pop-up store that you're going to have, this is in addition to the items, the chocolate items and the roses that have been available to be ordered through the stores, right?
That's correct. That will be in addition to.
So in the pop-up store, I can go right in on Friday and buy chocolates right there.
Right. You can buy it right on the spot.
Now, these chocolates are pretty pricey.
Well, they're from a, actually this supplier was recommended to us by Tatanisha, who's our new general manager over in Woodland Skies, someone that she knows and has used in the past, and she came highly recommended. So it should be well worth the price that you get. And we've sampled a few. We actually used them before for the gala. Of anyone who went to the gala and saw the nice chocolate mask that was made, that was the same supplier.
And that's why I said they're pretty pricey, and my next sentence was going to be, however, they are beautiful and they are yummy.
Yes.
And for any of you who ever happen to be in the Crystal City area, in the Crystal City Underground, they have their store, their local store. This is a nationwide chain.
Good.
And they have a store there. They make beautiful items, and locally, this is where they make the items that are coming here.
Yeah, the chocolate that we had at the gala was a big hit, and I know that mask was very nice. Residents liked it.
These are not just your Hershey chocolate kisses.
No,
this
definitely
is
not.
A step above, really a special item. So
Correct.
if you have someone special for Valentine's Day, this is a good gift to have.
Yes.
And the jewelry items also are
jewelry
available.
items as well, correct.
Good.
We also have Monday, February 13th, so the day before Valentine's Day, from 11 a.m. to 12. We will have the next Jefferson Town Hall meeting.
Okay.
I know that seems rather quick, as we just kind of had one earlier on in January, but residents have been really vocal about having more town halls. They'd like to have more town hall meetings, so we're going to have, each dining room is going to host one once a quarter.
Once a quarter.
So this will be Jefferson, and then following suit will be Woodlands again and Fireside. We are still in the process of looking if we need to split the Fireside and the Cafe Town Hall. We've gotten some feedback from both sides saying it should be split, it shouldn't be, so we're still talking about that, but as soon as we decide, we'll obviously put that information out for residents to know.
I think that would make good sense, and we invite you to come to these town hall meetings, and we ask you to remember that the town hall meetings are not only to come with the idea of expressing your concerns, but to remember that this is an opportunity to tell the dining services staff how much you appreciate what they do for you. This is a hard-working group of people. And sometimes I hear residents say, well, I don't understand why our dining services people leave here so quickly and why they don't stay around. And my answer to them often is that, have you ever been in a job where the only time people ever speak to you is when they complain? I don't think I'd stay around very often also. So, you know, this is February. This is the time of Valentine's Day. This is the time to tell people how much you appreciate having them in your lives. So let's use these town halls as a time to also pass on compliments for our dining services staff. So as you come to these town halls, remember that also.
Yeah, it's always good to hear what residents are like in the dining rooms, and that's also what we focused on to keep. So sometimes we were doing something, we don't hear anything about it, whether it's a menu item or some type of service, and all of a sudden it goes away, we try something different, and they say, well, why did you take that away? It was so great. Well, we really didn't know that we didn't hear anything about it. So yeah, that's a good point as well.
Excellent.
So yes, Tuesday, February 14th is Valentine's Day. For those residents who have been here for more than a year know that we do a special setup in the dining room, we do decorations, we do a special menu. Right now, the items that are being looked at on this particular menu is lobster tail, which we have not had in quite a while. Steak Diane is something that's floating around, and also crab cakes. So we're finalizing that down. The menus will probably, how they will be compared is, we'll have one signature item, one special item that all the dining rooms will share, and then the rest of the menus will be kind of built around the individual chef, what they would like to create with the general manager. The menus won't be identical to each other. They'll have some differences, so residents will have a choice to kind of pick the one that they want to come and bring.
So that will be announced on the weekly printed menu?
Yes, that will be announced in the dining rooms as well.
We'll look forward to that.
We have Thursday, February 23rd, is going to be S'mores Day. in the lobbies. I have the times here, and again, all the times that I'm reading, like Mrs. Gerhardt said, it can be found on the dining services calendar, so you don't have to write all these down. But in Village Square, they will be available in the lobby from 11 to 12. In Town Center, they will be available from 1 to 2, and in Hunter's Crossing, they will be available from 2 to 3. And this is just a complimentary s'mores. Again, Ty would like to have more of these kind of pop-up dining events, just kind of little things that go on for an hour that residents can come and enjoy. We've done popcorn day and we've done brownie day.
Now, will that involve our roasting our own marshmallows over the fires in each in each lobby?
I don't think we can set fires, unfortunately.
No, we already have our own fireplaces.
That's true, that's true.
So we're ready.
But it will definitely be a nice setup, and definitely something that residents will enjoy. We've had a lot of I know we have a lot of chocolate lovers out there. So
we have enjoyed the popcorn and we enjoyed the brownies, so we'll look forward to this also.
Excellent.
We really appreciate that.
Good, good. And the last event I have right here is Tuesday, February the 28th. We're going to have the Mardi Gras celebration, which is again a special event where we decorate the dining rooms, staff dress up, we do a special menu. And residents also are encouraged to participate. Nothing's mandatory, obviously, but if you'd like to wear a mask or special colors, you're more than welcome to do that and participate in the event.
Okay.
Well. They're always a lot of fun.
So you can dress up if you like, but you don't need to.
Correct. You never have to, but we always encourage participation.
Okay, that's good. Well, it sounds like we have a busy month ahead.
We do. We definitely do. We've had a lot of good feedback about these calendars. We're definitely going to continue doing these with the pop-up events, trying to do something a little bit outside of the everyday dining services. You know, the meal inside the dining room, have little, you know, s'mores days or popcorn days are always fun to do.
Well, we appreciate all the communication items with us between the printed menus and this. We have a lot of ways to, and having our menus posted on the scroll and available to us in many ways. There are many ways that we know what's available to us and what we have to see, and in addition to having the menus up in each dining room so that if we're walking by we can see what's there, and that makes a big difference. Yeah,
I think it's a great tool to have, and especially these calendars, you can have all the information right in front of you and you know exactly what the times are and where everything will be.
Right.
So I think that's a great thing that we're doing
difference.
now.
Yeah, and we appreciate on the front of the printed menu the various updates of news that's coming along. That makes a big difference.
Yeah, Phyllis does a great, actually Phyllis really, our dining services administrative assistant Phyllis, she actually does a great job of putting those news items in there about upcoming events, moves, and so on and so forth. There's actually 3 or 4 people that are involved in that weekly menu in terms of putting in the actual menu items, but also the information of upcoming events. So
Phyllis is really the one that runs dining services.
Oh, she's behind the scenes. She does a great job, and she definitely keeps us all on track about you know, this menu needs to be done in the next hour because we need to get it to the copy center to make sure it goes out on time. She keeps us focused and aligned.
We're really happy to have her.
Oh yeah, she does a great job.
Great. Corey, thank you for joining us today.
You're very welcome.
We're
thank
happy
you for
to have
me.
you, and we look forward to seeing you here again.
Thank you. Everyone have a happy Valentine's Day and a great February.
And the same to you and your entire staff.
Thank you very much.
We're lucky to have you. And we'll be back in just a few moments with the second half of our program.